Oh, hello. Just drawing my next comic here, and this one's going to be a little different. Did you know animals can have animals as pets of their own too? Well, maybe not in real life, but in cartoons they can. I never really got to show or mention more about my characters' pets, so I'll mention the ones you hardly knew about now. Florence has a pet chicken named Percy. Celia has a baby turtle named Nippy. And I have my beautiful cat, Minnie. Aw, she's a really sweet kitty. I love cats. You know, people always wonder what their pets mostly do in life. Well, let's take a look, shall we? Celia loves her baby turtle Nippy. He's called Nippy because he likes to nip. But don't worry, Nippy doesn't have teeth because he's a baby, so it tickles when he bites. He's also very tiny, about the size of a strawberry. Whenever Celia brings Nippy with her, he holds real tight on Celia's tail with his mouth. Nippy is also the champion of stare contests. And he never loses. Yes, Nippy is the cutest little turtle any reptile lover could have. Florence does love having her pet chicken Percy around her farm. Like all kinds of female birds, Percy lays a good amount of eggs each week. But since Percy doesn't want any chicks, she lets Florence have eggs to sell or eat. Florence was a vegetarian from before because she loved farm animals as her friends and never wanted to eat any. But since she's okay with eating some meat, she still never wants to eat chicken though, because Florence loves her Percy so much. My cat Minnie is very special to me. We've come a long way together. You know how our relationship started and grew? I'll tell you. One day I went to an animal shelter out of town. I sat in a room full of cats and waited for one of them to come up to me. And it turned out to be Minnie who jumped up onto my lap. So I didn't choose her. She chose me. When I adopted Minnie, I decided to keep her original name because I figured that's how she always responded to. I've had Minnie for 4 or 5 years now, and we love each other so much since we first met, and I'm happy to have her as my only fur baby. Now, I know what else you're all thinking. Isn't Propeller also Alyssa's pet? Not really. Given that Propeller is Alyssa's imaginary friend who came to life, he doesn't actually count much as a pet. But how about I come up with some pet ideas for other characters, just for fun? Fredrik doesn't really want a pet, but if he were to have one, I think Fredrik's pet could be, a hound dog named Sammy. He would be found as a stray in Florence's barn, and he'd have a great sense of smell. Geez, Sammy, why do you always have to howl when you smell me? And that, of course, is why a fox owning a hound dog is a really bad idea. I mean, you ever seen a hound be friends with a fox? Anyway, Officer Shepard should have a pet too, one that could help him catch crime. Oh yeah? And what would you suggest, Nate? I'm thinking maybe you could have an ostrich. What? An ostrich? That is literally the dumbest pet suggestion I've ever heard. I mean, come on! How would an ostrich do me any good? Well, they're fast runners. If you put a saddle on its back and a siren on its head, you could ride on it and catch the criminals that go so fast. Oh no! It caught up with me! Ooh! There goes my bike! I've got to admit, that was pretty cool. Figuring out a pet for Justin is tricky, but he could still use one for his experiments, or just have a loyal guardian. Of course, he can't have an owl or a phoenix since he is a bird, so I think Justin should have a chameleon. Think about it. A chameleon could help Justin with his formula experiments. Like, if the chameleon turns red, Justin can tell that it means bad. But if it turns blue, that means good and safe. Having a chameleon seems like a wise choice for a wise rooster. Fascinating. Let's see now. What other pets can the other characters have? Tang could have a ferret. Miranda could have a bunny. A parrot for Penny. For Chloe, a gecko. Geckos are cool. Catherine could have a pretty looking fish. For Richard, just a goldfish. I think mine just died. Propeller and Propellette could have a parakeet to fly with. And maybe Dave could have a clownfish? Is that all you got, mate? Not really. I'm forgetting something else. Oh, that's right. Gorg.
Hello?
Gorg, how would you like to have a pet?
A pet for me? How thoughtful. Do I get a cute little kitty cat? Or a cute baby bunny rabbit?
Well, you're pretty big to take care of something small. What you want is something big.
You mean like a big cuddly lion?
Nope.
A tiger?
No.
A bear?
Oh my, no! I was thinking more of a large Saint Bernard.
Aw, he's so cute, soft and cuddly.
I know everyone would love to have a pet, but not everyone needs one. Some people don't even have the responsibility to take care of one. It would also be hard to draw that many pets for that many characters. So that's why we're sticking with 3 pets for 3 characters. I know it's hard to take care of a lot of animals, but hey, I'm an animal lover. And even though you love that many, having just one is good enough for me.